Hey guys, it's Caroline, career and leadership coach. And today I want to talk about something that is so close to my heart. It is if you are struggling to land your next leadership role and you never had a problem, then I would say to you, stop building your house on sand. Because if you do not have the right foundation, any tactic will just fail. And so over the weekend, I had a conversation with a really good friend of mine, and he said, like, Caroline, I'm looking for a new job. I've been made redundant, and I sent my resume to a resume writer, got that all in order. Now I'm networking and trying to just lift my profile and so on. And so we got talking about, okay, what is his profile and really how does he position himself different to other candidates? Because if you don't know it, basically other people won't know it neither. You have to be very clear in the value you can offer and what makes you different before you can actually talk to employers. And this is the same on your resume or in a networking event or using your own network. If you can't articulate very clearly what it is that you can bring to the table, they won't get it. And yes, they might be able to make assumptions. So for example, they might say, oh, you have done A, B, C, therefore you should be able to do the job that I have. But here is the problem. In a competitive market, and we are in a competitive market, that won't work because recruiters, HR, decision makers, they have multiple resumes of people that clearly communicate what it is that they can bring to the table. And if you are vague, if you're not specific, then basically you're going to miss out. So you need to stop building your house on sand. You have to stop thinking first of all the tactics like your resume, your LinkedIn profile, your network, and stop doing all that stuff because you're burning bridges. Because as soon as people have a perception about what it is that they think you can do and the category you fit in, then it's over for you. You can't reapply multiple times for the same company, or you can't go to your network time and time and time again. So you have to stop doing that and really take it back to the beginning and really say, okay, what am I all about? What is my unique value proposition? What is my elevator pitch? And once you have defined that, and look, this is a simple ABC process that I take my clients through all the time, but it's not easy to do because most people that I work with, they have over 15 years experience. They have a lot of skills and experience on their plate, and they struggle connecting those dots together. And that's why they work with me, is to be able to have somebody on their side that notices their blind spot, because you see yourself through one lens, and what you need to do is shift that view and look at it from multiple lenses. And that is so hard to do when you're talking about yourself and when you try to promote yourself. But once you have nailed that, then you can actually start with the tactics. Then you can go to a resume writer, or you can do it yourself. Like I always advise any of my clients to write their resume themselves. And the reason I do that, and I want to just quickly go into that because I see this more and more happening. So the reason why people don't want to do that is because they see their resume as a necessary evil. They hate it, hate writing it. They just say, I can't write about myself, so I outsource it. And so they resume writers, they come up with beautiful resumes and beautiful words on paper. And if you have a good resume writer, they will dig a little bit. But you have to imagine you have 15 years experience. You're like an onion. Peeling back the top layers is not going to help you. So you need to go all the way to the core to understand what your career DNA is. And that is what you need to articulate on your resume. And then Once you have that, then you can actually talk to your resume in an interview, because a lot of people don't realize that it's linked. If they outsource writing their resume to somebody else, they get it back, they apply online to a job, and they might by wonder, they might get an interview and think like, yes, resume writer did his job. But then you have to talk to your resume, and if there is a disconnect between what you believe that you value and what your resume is saying, even though those are really nice words on paper, if there is a disconnect, then you're going to just fall through. You're not going to get the job, because there needs to be a coherency. There needs to be a coherency between what they see and what the product is. It's like basic marketing or sales one-on-one. You want to see what you saw on the box. The product needs to be in line. Anyway, so that's why it's so important to first uncover who you truly are. And the way you do that is, first of all, reflect. You have to have the right questions. Questions like, yeah, what did you enjoy? What work were you doing? Which stakeholders were you working with? Because you can have the same project with the similar objectives, similar milestones, but different stakeholders, and that might suddenly not align with you. So one project goes really well, and then another project that on the surface looks the same, but with different people, might totally be a flux. So you have these two different things. It's like, why? What was it that you were in the flow, that you were working positively in, and working through to your strengths in one project and not the other project? What was the difference? And you need to reflect and uncover all that about yourself. And once you have done that, then you can actually say like, okay, now I understand what makes me tick, what I'm good at. And things like solving problems, that's not a thing. People say that all the time. That's not going to differentiate you and set you apart. So you need to really hone in what kind of problems, what kind of solutions do I provide. And a good trick that I tell my clients to do, as long as you can say somebody else in the organization can do it, like for example, solving problems or finding solutions for problems. Marketing can do that, IT can do that, engineering can do that, a lot of people can do that. So you have to, as long as you can say like somebody else, another position in the organization can do that, then you're not deep enough. So you have to keep going till you find what makes you unique, what sets you apart. And if you say like, Caroline, I'm not unique, I don't see it, so like I have skills and experience like anybody else, then I want you to think about something else, because not a lot is unique anymore in the world. Like everything has been copied, almost everything, but you are unique. You alone have certain skills and experience that you used in certain moment in time, and you worked with certain stakeholders, and your company was going through certain transition. Whether that is a transition of growth, a transition of stability, like it went through something, a merger and acquisition, the global financial crisis, whatever. And it's that combination of your experience, your achievements, your talents, the stakeholders you worked with, and then the situation the company was going through, that is a theme. And that is basically what makes you unique, that combination. And that's what I mean by connecting the dots. And it's so important you do so before you tap into your network, before you go and speak to them. Because like, if you do that with the wrong, when people have a certain idea of you and you're not clear about the value you can add, they're not able to refer you for any position. They're not able to recommend you, or they might actually recommend you for something that's not really a match. And you think like, oh, that's a waste of time. And basically, so you have to understand like what your positioning is before you go out to your network, before you go to an interview, before you update your resume and your LinkedIn profile. So I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that you go away and reflect now to see, okay, what is it that makes me me? What sets me apart? And then you can actually build on all the rest, because no tactics are going to work if you don't have the right foundation. So you stop building your house on sand, because it's just not going to work. So, if this resonated with you, go and share this picture. My God, share this video, like this video, because the more people that like this video, the more engagement I get, and the more people that will hear my message. And if you stumbled across this video and you liked what you heard and we're not connected yet, connect with me. I'm all about networking, expanding my network, and I encourage you to do the same. I will pop a link below this video how we can work together. So if you're interested in having a chat with me, I will just you can do so, book a call on newhorizoncoaching.com.au/call. Now, my specialization is as a career coach. I have a very specific framework that I use to help people get unstuck in their job search and land their next leadership role. So typically I work with people that have over 12 years experience, and that goes from managers to executives. And that's I help them first of all define their unique value proposition, uncover what their pitch should be, then really co-create with them their self-marketing material, so their resume, their LinkedIn profile, and if needed, their cover letter. Then we have extensive interview training and job search strategy training, because basically once you have your unique value proposition and you have your resume in LinkedIn profile up to date, you really want to have the right strategy to get you the job, and you need to know how to navigate that job market. So if that is something that you want to explore and you are sick of wasting your time and trial and error and not getting any results, and you know like your approach hasn't worked in the past and you need a new approach, you need to change the way you have been doing things, schedule a call in with me. So newhorizon.coaching.com.au/call. I work with people all over the world, so it doesn't matter. I have clients in South Africa, I have clients in the US, in the UK, and of course here in Australia. So it doesn't really matter where you are. Schedule in a call, and we will have a chat about like how I can help you move forward, and basically all of that. And I will also pop a link below, because I know some of you guys are more like to listen than have time to watch the videos here on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So I will also pop a link to my podcast, so you can listen to past episodes and discover a whole new world. All right, perfect. If you have any questions, direct message me with your questions, and more than happy to share my insights on another live. Thank you so much, and see you